Elimination Chamber. Yeah.
Omwami's Outbursts. Omwami's Outbursts. Omwami's Outbursts. Omwami's Outbursts. Talk that smack. Calling out the chaos. Breaking it back. Breaking it back. From the ring to the mic, we bring that truth first. Hard takes.
Now.
Deep cuts.
Women's Elimination Chamber. Men's Elimination Chamber. Let's keep that aside first, shall we? Because we're in Chicago and we need to, begin with the Chicago natives. So I'm going to take CM Punk and Finn Balor, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. And we're going to start with Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. Yeah. Now, Becky Lynch, AJ Lee. I said it. I think I said it. And I said, AJ Lee currently is good for business. If she won the IC title, it just meant that she will have to face more opponents than Becky. Because Becky right now is the heel. At the mid-card division currently, there are too many heels. So they have to go to her face, AJ Lee. Which better place for her to have the championship than in her adopted hometown, Chicago, Illinois. Yep. And it's good to see, I think her not wrestling for 10 years almost made me forget how much of a technical wrestler she is and how much in love we were with her. But yes, what an amazing match by Lee. What an amazing match by Becky. And it's nice to see that Becky is being owned. Because which better person to own her than AJ Lee? So AJ Lee is the current IC champion. Finn Balor, CM Punk. Now we all know CM Punk was never going to lose this match. Because business-wise, CM Punk, I had one of you guys saying you were hoping Punk was never going to make it to Mania. That's on you. We all know how that was going to go. That's on you. Because business-wise, Finn and Roman isn't gonna sell as much tickets as Punk and Roman because of the history. So we all knew, and if you didn't know, that's on you. That CM Punk was definitely going to win this now. We were just there for entertainment. For me personally, I was just there for the entertainment bit, and I can tell you, it didn't disappoint. It reminds us of the old Universal Champion Finn Balor. Balor Club for life, if you know what I mean. And it's not, and I will not tire to say, we need Finn Balor to get one of them big titles. And I'm saying it's not going to be anywhere this year. But we're rooting for him. And we're going to fight for him. Just the way we did with Drew. Now, to the chamber matches. We have the women's, and the men's. I don't know. How would I rate these matches? If we're going for like the chaos that ensued in the ring, for me, the women's chamber match was. For the men's chamber match, I mean, for me, I think they were so focused on storytelling that we didn't enjoy the match as well as we enjoyed the women's chamber match. For me, I think at the Elimination Chamber, the women's chamber match was the best for me. I think it overdid the men's chamber match. It's the MVP obviously being Kiana James, just right before Big Sexy Mama Raquel entered into the frame. Kiana was at her best. I think, yeah, Kiana and Raquel made. I mean, they made that match a banger of a match for me, and I liked. I liked the outcome. Yes, I did like the outcome because SmackDown, I think, didn't know who to have, up against Jade Cargill. And then bringing Rhea into the frame, that makes just much more interesting. So I'm waiting for that Mania moment, if you know what I mean. We're gonna see that brutality, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, Rhea won. And it's good to see Big Sexy Man, Raquel Rodriguez got the dub, 2 pinfalls at the same time. I mean, what better way for her to make a statement? Now for the men's. We all knew it was just about the star power and the storyline. And of course, they just had to have a vision member because the masked man was going to strike again. And this time, he was going to reveal himself. And it's going to be Seth freaking Rollins. Of course. Of course, it was going to be said. Because, yeah, I just saw it as, like, I would like to think the reason guys watch AEW is for wrestling. Those who are not much focused on the storytelling, but focused on the wrestling, they watch AEW. There's not much more of storytelling, but the wrestling is kind of, god damn. And if AEW had to have a chamber match, it would be much way crude, if I may use that word, barbaric. I mean, gore. It would be much more gory than what you had at the men's chamber. So I think the men's chamber match, storyline progression wise, it was good, but the wrestling part and the chaos part was mid for me. But surprise, surprise, Drew McIntyre got involved, and we all knew Drew McIntyre was never going to let Cody, make it to Mania. So Randy Orton, pulled the plug, RKO, his mentee, and his suit to the main. But you know what? Corporate Cody strikes again. Corporate Cody. Because what do you mean to tell me? The post show, they have Cody and Drew McIntyre gunning for the WWE Undisputed Championship come this SmackDown. I mean, is it really that important for Cody to be at WrestleMania? I mean, Fatu himself has gone through the same things that Cody Rhodes has gone through. But we don't see him given a title match. We're not seeing it. But Corporate Cody has to have a title match because we have to see him in the Mania. I mean, that's some bull. Yeah.
Deep cuts.